All right, here we are. This is the intro video for the 10-acre tract at Timber Shoals Ranch, direct frontage on the take line at Bull Shoals Lake, and it has a little metal building on it, little barn on it. So let's hop in here. This is a pretty good view right here, actually. This is the map, right? Interactive map for the property. So it's outlined in red here toward the center. Um, on the left side, well, let's start up here on the upper left. This is Moe Arc Road. This is a paved road. You come to the end of that, and then you hang a left onto the gravel road, and that's the easement road. That'll take you right to the property. So you take the paved road, cut to the left, and follow the gravel road for, I don't know, about an eighth of a mile, and you'll see the property on the left. You really can't miss it because of the barn on the property. So, okay, the roads continue. The gravel roads or dirt roads or whatnot continue. And let's actually zoom out a little bit here. Timber Shoals Ranch encompasses basically an entire private peninsula on Bull Shoals Lake. So what we have is we've got this trail system as indicated by the yellow lines here that go all through the peninsula. A lot of really cool areas, but one of our favorites is this sandy beach area down at the south side of the peninsula. And you'll see that in some of the photos on the listing. Super cool. I've been out there several times. Hung out with friends and family there already. It's been a lot of fun, actually. You can launch a boat, pontoon boat or jet skis or whatever. There's kind of a gradual gravel natural ramp almost right there where we've launched boats before. It's really cool. But with that, these are primitive roads, so plan on a truck or an SUV if you're going to take these roads and do some exploring. Ideally, a four-wheeler is a good bet. But so much I want to point out here. Let's see. So this shaded area, this is the Corps of Engineer land at Bull Shoals Lake. Bull Shoals Lake, just like Table Rock Lake at Branson and several other major lakes, they were created and they're maintained by the Army Corps of Engineers, basically for flood control. I think they use them for power as well. But when the Corps of Engineers dammed up the rivers to create the lake, they also kept a buffer strip all the way around the lake on both sides. So that way they could raise and lower the water level as necessary for flood control or power usage, and it wouldn't affect any private landowners. So that's what this shaded area is. That's actually the Corps of Engineer land at Bull Shoals Lake. So since private folks like you and I can't own frontage, actual water frontage, on the lake, because that's owned by the Corps of Engineers, what you can own is you can own frontage on the take line, which is the land where the Corps of Engineer line starts. So if we zoom in a little bit, this shaded area right here, that's the take line. And this property along its northeast side directly borders that take line for about 65 feet. So you do have physical access into the Corps of Engineer land and the water itself. So if you grab your fishing pole from the east end of the property, it's just a couple hundred feet, just a short walk down here right to the lake. You can fish right there. There are different spots you can put your boat in. This dotted line here is actually an existing trail that goes over a little piece of land that we own in this meadow, and it goes all the way down to State Line Cove on Bull Shoals Lake. So that's another place you can launch your boat. You don't necessarily have an easement to it, but as long as we own that land, we don't care if the property owners cross over it. It's a pretty unique situation, similar to the rest of this area, in that although the Corps of Engineer land is public, to get to it, you have to cross this private meadow. So unless you have permission to cross it, you can't use this road with the truck and trailer. So only basically people that we've given permission to could ever launch their boat or drive their truck and trailer here. I mean, you can get here maybe on a four-wheeler from somewhere over here, but basically it's just a really private setting. So if you want to use the lake for the day, it's a pretty cool opportunity. You can just, go north 30 seconds and cross the field, drop in your pontoon boat or your jet skis. You can park right here. There's a huge area. You can leave your truck and trailer there all day and just go goof off on the lake, or just pull up on the shore and walk right back to your property. I mean, pretty unique situation. So let's zoom in here. Okay. Whoop, that's maybe too close. Let's try it. Okay. We'll go out one. So the west side, about 155 feet of frontage on the gravel road. The kind of a spur road goes off to the east, and it's got about, the property has about 560 feet of frontage on that, and then it goes northeast where it gets more narrow and fronts the take line there. So as far as width, let's do the measurement tool. So here it's over 300 feet wide. I mean, subject to setbacks from the road and whatnot, you can build basically anywhere on this property. It's a large tract, 10-acre tract. Now let's zoom in. Let's do a Google map. Okay, so that's a wintertime aerial, obviously, but it shows the property pretty well. The lighter colored area, that's going to be the hardwood, and then the green area will be the cedars and the pine trees. And let's zoom in toward the west side where that building is. This is part of the original bison ranch. This whole peninsula was a bison ranch decades ago, and this barn would have been something that they used as part of it. It's really just a kind of a standard pole barn. I don't know the size, maybe 20 by 30. The guys are actually using it right now. We've got equipment parked in there, but if you purchase the property and you need it right away, we can easily shift our equipment somewhere else. No big deal. Okay, how about a topo map? Yeah, okay. So in the topo maps, these lines, each line indicates an elevation change of 20 feet. So what it boils down to is when the lines are close, the land is steep. And when the lines are far apart, the land is basically flat or just has a very gentle slope to it. So here on the west side, the lines are super far apart. This is basically flat. I mean, it technically slopes down a little bit from the road, but very, very little. I mean, this is a very gradual slope. Every bit of this would be flat enough to build whatever you like. As you get toward the middle, as you get toward the middle, it does slope, and you've got this valley that goes through here, probably a wet weather creek, and maybe a gravel creek bed. I'm not sure about that. We haven't explored that. And then as you continue going east, you got another level area, and then eventually it slopes down as you get to the take line and the lake itself. So we've explored very little of this. I think we've maybe walked through here. There's some really nice timber, super nice timber on this property. After it's been paid for in full, you're welcome to log it or cut firewood or whatever you want after the property's been paid for in full. Prior to that, if you would like to cut some of the trees in order to create a building site or some trails, we can give you written permission for that. So pretty darn special property. Power super close. The power would be right up here in the meadow. There are easements along the roadways for power and other utilities. What do we have here? This is the neighbor. Nice guy, retired guy, lives there with his wife. That's probably that would obviously be the closest neighbor, I guess. But yeah, super usable property. Let's pop out to the street map. We can kind of show you how everything's situated here. Okay, so this is the property toward the bottom. This is, like I said, Bull Shoals Lake. Here's Branson right up here. And this is Table Rock Lake, which is also a Corps of Engineer lake. And north from Branson, about 20 minutes, is Springfield, Missouri, which is where our office is located. So the property is a little over an hour from Springfield. And although it's technically only about 15 miles from Branson, it's actually about probably 40 minutes. Yeah, that shows less than 20 miles to Branson, but you're looking at probably a good 40 minutes because you do have to go up and then over. So pretty amazing property. We do have several tracts out here, but we have very, very few that have any of the open meadow. We have basically no tracts that have buildings. There are only 2 buildings out here. Let's switch back to that. These tracts on the north end are just stunning. Like I said, very close to power, very usable for a home, for a cabin. We've got restrictions in place to protect your investment, but you can still build your own house or cabin. It just has to be 600 square feet minimum on a full concrete foundation. You can check out any details at all on our website at InstantAcres.com. You can call us in the office, or you can send us an email at sales@InstantAcres.com. And if this property is available, you'll see it on the website, and we would love to talk to you.